Hi gang, I know you can't wait to get your hands on a PlayStation 2, but thanks to Frankie Muniz, I got mine already and it rocks.
Hey Maggie, speaking of Frankie Muniz, I've got a video feed coming in from the set of Malcolm in the Middle. He's calling every half hour for you.
Really? Put him on. Hey Freddie, Frankie, how's your PlayStation 2?
Yeah, haha, very funny. You know what I want.
Huh?
Games. I was in such a hurry to leave the E3 convention, I forgot to grab games.
Oh, you mean like these?
Oh, you're gonna share, right?
Hold on a sec. Okay, gang, here's what's packed into this issue. We set up an exclusive interview with Hideo Kojima, director of Metal Gear Solid 2, to get the 411 on this incredible sequel. Whether you've yet to pick up a copy of Grind Session or you're a seasoned skating veteran of the game, a new segment has some of the pro skaters and developers showing you insider tips on hidden challenges and how to push your level of performance. I'm not the only one around here sporting a hot new look. Check out the PS1, the newest addition to the hardware lineup.
But what about the PlayStation 2 games?
Glad you asked. We went out to the Hard Rock Rock Fest in Chicago with our newly renovated PlayStation 2 truck. See what the fans had to say about this incredible gaming system. And since our PlayStation 2 Roundup went over so well in the last issue, we put another one in this issue, so you can see the latest footage in action.
Maggie, you're not going to give me any of those PlayStation 2 games, are you?
Nope.
Maggie's cold, man. Hello friends, this is PlayStation Underground's Volume 4, Issue 3, released in September 2000. As the PlayStation 2's release date draws near, PlayStation Underground is settling down. This issue brings us more of the latest demos, but is largely focused on showcasing upcoming PS2 games, which we'll see later on. We'll also see the return of other things, such as cool moves and R&D. Anyway, there's still lots to see and do, so let's get started. Beginning with the download station, where you'll find saves for your memory card. There's saves for Grind Session, unlocking all characters and levels. Crash Team Racing, unlocking all characters. Tenchu 2, also unlocking all character and levels. And Gekido, unlocking everything. In the Event Center section, we join the PlayStation truck as it goes on another tour of the States. Only this time, it's been rebranded as the PlayStation 2 truck.
Included a chance to be one of the first gamers in North America to try out the PlayStation 2. That's what happened at the Hard Rock Cafe Rockfest on July 22nd near Chicago. It was the premiere of the new PlayStation Touring attraction, a 68-foot air-conditioned trailer that lets more than 60 people at a time check out the PlayStation 2. What did they think?
We were so impressed. It was beautiful.
It's starting to look like people now. Extra true people.
About as realistic as you're gonna get.
Racing games were fast. They looked a lot better. The backgrounds were a lot clearer and everything.
The sound is awesome. It beats anything that's come out. I mean, I started playing games back with Pong and Activision, so I've seen the changes and it's great.
I want a PlayStation 2 now!
You see this truck anywhere you go and you follow that truck.
As soon as it comes out, I'm down.
How gripping were the games? The guy in the background couldn't be distracted. Throughout the day, the truck attracted all kinds of people. That included performers from on stage, like Stephen Fitzpatrick and Jimmy Madla, guitarist and drummer for Veruca Salt, and Ed Robertson, singer and guitar player from Bare Naked Ladies. What did they think of PlayStation 2?
Awesome. I cannot wait to get one.
Great. The games look amazing, the demos look great.
It's the ultimate gaming machine.
When do musicians get to play?
Video games are a good merger with rock and roll lifestyle because we spend so much time on a tour bus.
Fortunately, we have a television and PlayStation system that we enjoy routinely. It eats up hours, and it just flies when you got the controllers in your hand.
What's been their longest PlayStation marathon?
I went home for Christmas a couple years ago when Final Fantasy VII, I believe it was, came out, and I logged about 40, 50 hours in the week I was home. My mother's never forgiven me.
You know what, probably the most intense binge of all is like racing game binges with some of the crew guys on the bus. Like Gran Turismo 8-hour stretches.
GT 2000.
Yeah, GT 2000.
That's pretty much going to do it for me. I love the underground.
From rock stars to rock fans, demand for the PlayStation 2 is huge. What's a good strategy for getting yours? We asked around.
The day it comes out. Just gonna get up early, go to the store, and get it.
I want a PlayStation 2 now!
My girlfriend is buying me a PlayStation 2 for my belated birthday present. It's one of the best birthday presents I'll have for a long time.
Don't ask a bad question, I'll kick your butt.
Will you buy me PlayStation 2?
For $299, it's a value in a DVD. Yes, I am going to do that for you. Son, I love you, man.
Buy it online. It's the only way to fly.
Yeah.
No more standing in lines.
Nah, no lines for us. Order it up, get it shipped right to the door. Get playing it as soon as possible.
I'm gonna have to quit my job.
Yeah, let's quit our jobs.
Yeah, we're out.
All right.
We learn a little bit more about Grind Session in the behind the scenes section.
What's keeping you from pulling off tricks you've never done before? Maybe it's visions of eating it. So how do you turn the taste of gravel into the taste of glory? PlayStation Underground got some tips from the developers and pro skaters of Grind Session on taking your ride where it's never been, both in the game and on the concrete waves.
Lately, I've been liking to jump over these roofs. I don't know why. It gets really rocky. So sometimes you're skating towards it and you hesitate and you jump off and then your foot's sliding against the rocks and the edge is coming. You're like, whoo! Basically, almost pissing your pants, but you make sure you don't do that. You just, oh, whew. I put 2 picnic tables down 13 stairs, and then I did a flip and then landed nose blunt slide down both of them. And then the speed you gain going down was just like, whoo! You know what I mean? You just feel great. It's just the greatest feeling.
What's great about Grind Session, the pro said, is that it's like real life. It challenges you to be an artist and combine tricks in new ways each time you play.
With skateboarding, you can get creative and you can start doing things and start making your own things. It's like, your first time cooking or something, seeing if you can make some chocolate chip cookies out of Play-Doh,
The developers explain how this keeps the game fresh.
It was really cool working on this game for over 1.5 years and still being able to have fun with it. And the way that it's still fun for me is linking certain moves together. For example, so if you have a quarter pipe that's up against a wall and above it is a rail and then down the other side is another quarter pipe, people play through the game, they can just keep learning different lines, but then also ways of accomplishing those lines is different every time.
When you're with a pro skater, they see the world in a very different way than you or I see it. We call it sort of like the skater's eye. And you can sort of pause and look around the world and you'll see there'll be these challenges throughout the track. And it gives us a chance to sort of say, like, this is what we think is like a really, hard thing to do. Why don't you go see if you can try it?
Cool Moves makes another return with some more tips for various games. Take a look at this one for Medieval 2.
In the docks area, you'll come to a room with 4 switches. Each of these switches has a meter above it, and you can change the positions of the meters by using your hammer on the switches. The solution to this puzzle is actually in the next room, and can only be seen if you stand here where it glows blue. Hold down L1 and triangle to remove Dan's head. Then press L1 and triangle again to switch to the point of view of Dan's head. Once this is done, you can press the R2 and L2 buttons to look inside the chamber and see the solution to the puzzle. Here we can see that you need to set the first and second switches to the full position and the third and fourth switches to the barely full positions. The key to this puzzle is losing your head. Then we can press L1 and triangle to return to control of Dan's body and set the switches to the correct positions. The solution to the puzzle is random each time you play the game, so you'll have to do this yourself. to solve this puzzle in Greenwich Observatory. And that's how it's done.
Find out how to solve one of Wild Arm 2's puzzles.
Rising pillar puzzle in the Holst ruin mines. The object here is to place a bomb on all 4 pillars so they rise at the same time. This puzzle can be a little tricky. Let me show you how it's done. Start off by placing a bomb on this pillar right here and quickly running to the next pillar. Repeat this process on all 4 pillars, making sure there's a bomb placed on all 4 of them. And that's how it's done.
Learn about a neat shortcut for a boss battle in Speed Punks.
Cosworth in the Cosworth Challenge. Check it out. From the starting point, race forward along the intended pathway here, and take a sharp right turn along a dirt path. As you approach this ramp, you're going to notice there's some turbos you can pick up. Once you grab them, press R2, jump to this ledge here, and into this waterfall. This is totally opposite the way Cosworth is going, but that's great because you're actually cutting across half the track. Once you exit the little secret area, you'll be right back on the track, right in front of the finish line. There you go. Try it yourself.
And discover a secret quest in Tomba 2.
Pretty tough event to complete called the Precious Ring. In this event, a miner asks you to collect a ring that he dropped from the pipe in the large mine underground pipe area. The tricky part is actually getting to the ring. It's located in a hidden room at the bottom of the underground mines area. Now I'm going to show you exactly where to find that. As soon as you start the event, you want to come back here to the underground mine entrance. Equip your squirrel clothes. And when you have that done, you make your way to the right, all the way over to this first chain here. And you want to jump off the chain and then glide downwards until the screen shifts just slightly south like that. Then start flapping your wings towards this middle dirt path there, and then you will fall into the secret room if you have the right spot. Inside the secret room, pick up the small mud clump, jump on the red platform, and hit the blue switch to return to the top. From here it's pretty simple. Just return to the coal mining town through this door ahead. And when you arrive on the other side, you're going to follow the path, go up the 2 flights of stairs here, and enter the underground machine room. Once inside, walk over to the washing machine and use a small mud clump from your inventory. Place it into the washing machine, and after this sequence right here, it will actually emerge as the precious ring. Take that ring back to the miner at the entrance and you'll complete the event. Good luck.
Another returning feature is research and development. This time here to show you the PS1 model.
So what can we do to make the original PlayStation better? Shrink it. This is the newly redesigned compact version of the PlayStation called PS1, released in September.
It's about a third of the size of the original PlayStation and much lighter too. So it's really much easier to take with you on trips, take with the family, take over to a friend's house to play. I think one of the benefits is that we've actually redesigned the on-screen display and also offers you the option to choose different sound effects when you're using the PlayStation as a CD player, for example. We've also announced another cool peripheral for the system, which will be available sometime next year in Japan and sometime after that in overseas markets like North America. And that is a 4-inch high-performance LCD screen, which can be connected to the PS1 and allow you for greater flexibility for portable play. One of the key benefits in Japan is with the advance of cell phone technology, which is called iMode in that country. The PS1 will be able to be connected to cell phones to allow you to download games and also exchange information with memory cards. We hope obviously to explore possibilities of connectivity for mobile communications in this market eventually too.
On to the debriefing section, where we get an in-depth look at the then upcoming Metal Gear Solid 2. Notice how they only show footage of the tanker chapter.
Amazing game footage they'd ever seen.
It was incredible. I've never seen any video game like it before.
It's reason to buy a PlayStation 2 alone.
The director of the series, Hideo Kojima, is now back in Japan hard at work, but he took a short break to give PlayStation Underground subscribers an exclusive inside look at the game.
The response to Metal Gear Solid 2 at E3 was well beyond our expectations. And while we are very happy, it's also a little scary. We're going to spend the next year creating the game, and we're using the high expectations as a positive source of tension. Does anything we've created yet exceed my expectations? No. While working with hardware and human limitation, we're trying our best to create a game that is as close as possible to the vision I have imagined in my mind. Although I don't know what will happen later, right now it's not something that has exceeded that image yet. But when the game is completed, and many different people play what is closest to the game I have imagined, they take it beyond my own imagination. That's what's fun about games. What's our biggest challenge? To capture what gamers want in a sequel. It is not easy to find out what they want, or what series features they like the most. Secondly, the fact that we're developing on a new platform, the PlayStation 2, offers a challenge. The series could evolve many different ways on the PS2, but what evolutions will gamers be comfortable with? They want features they liked in the previous game, yet we still have to create surprises too. We've been working with the military advisor, Motasada Mori. He's given us advice on how to use and carry different weapons, and he contributed to improving the game's enemy AI. He was valuable in teaching us troop formation, especially clearing. We practiced this formation ourselves, and that helped us put it into the game realistically. People notice how much detail we put in the game and wonder what details we have to leave out. My main goal is to create atmosphere. Therefore, human figures, including both Snake and the enemies, are rather simplified. Also, low-priority background objects are simplified. The calculating power saved there will be allocated to factors like rain splatters, wind, and headbands that help create atmosphere. Our art team leader is Yuji Shinkawa. I met him 6 years ago right after I graduated college. He is amazing because he's young and his art style is so passionate, yet his lines are very mature, like someone who's been in the business for decades. He also comes up with many innovative ideas. I'll throw him a couple character concepts, and he will throw them back to me with a bunch of unexpected twists and surprises.
As in the previous series, I'm the character and mechanics designer. Because we're making a sequel, I thought our challenges would be easier than in the previous game, but now I'm finding them more difficult. I'm working through trial and error. With the new PlayStation 2 hardware, I need to incorporate more details in the art and think more about the settings. We still have a ways to go, but I hope everyone's looking forward to this game.
When I make a game, I want it to have a message or theme that I can communicate through the dozens of hours that users play the game. It's very difficult to communicate something while the user is playing the game and so much information is being processed at once. With Metal Gear Solid 2, I'd like to explore how our digital era will evolve and the effects it might have on us. To do that, I'm using a digital medium. Will there be a third Metal Gear Solid? Others may be able to plan a series in advance and figure out each sequel. But I'm the type of person who wants to do everything now and put everything I can into what I'm currently working on. I'm creating the game without thinking about Metal Gear Solid 3. I want to put everything that would go into the third series into the second one.
そう俺だよ
「
Ending off disc 1 as always at the Bulletin. Here we can find more magazine info such as PlayStation Online, merchandise, previous issue codes, subscriber comments, what's coming next, and more. Hey, want to support the channel and get your name in these videos? Click the link in the description to join as a member. For as little as $1 a month, you can get access to special benefits including early access to new videos, exclusive membership in a Discord, downloadable wallpapers, and even access to the ROM files for all these demo discs. Now let's move on to disc 2 and play some demos.
Hi, Spyro. I found this gladiator training arena, and it makes a pretty cool skate park. Care for a test of your boarding skills? I bet you can't catch all 15 of the lizards running around here. Just come back if you want some boarding tips from the master.
Spyro returns a third time in a demo for Spyro 3. The last Spyro game developed by Insomniac Games, Spyro is tasked to rescue stolen dragon eggs, which are all scattered across nearly 40 levels. There are new characters to play as this time, each of which have their own special abilities. There are also several new minigames, including a skateboarding section. Yeah, not even Spyro could ignore the Tony Hawk craze going on at the time. Speaking of which, the demo includes a skateboarding level, as well as 2 other levels to choose from.
2, 1, go!
The Bandicoot continues with the multiplayer mayhem in the demo for Crash Bash. The last Crash game on the PS1 and the first Crash game to not be developed by Naughty Dog, Crash Bash is a multiplayer party game comprised of nearly 30 different minigames spread across 3 gameplay modes. In Adventure mode, up to 2 players need to go through all minigames to win trophies, gems and crystals. There's also Battle and Tournament modes. As you might expect, reviews were mixed for this Crash game. Many considered it lacking in depth and originality, although some critics still enjoyed the multiplayer experience. The demo gives you 2 minigames to try. Unless of course you try the level select cheat, which unlocks all the minigames from the full game. Yes, even in the demo.
Crash wins.
Grind Session comes back for another try, after already being in the previous issue. Nothing's changed, they just really wanted players to like Grind Session, before Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2 showed up to wipe the floor with it. The folks behind Tony Hawk's Pro Skater try to prove that they can do other street sports games too, with a demo for Matt Hoffman's Pro BMX, competing directly with Dave Mirra Freestyle BMX last issue. This game is practically a bike mod for Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. The gameplay is identical, you pull off tricks with the square and circle buttons, grind with triangle, and can pull off manuals and special tricks. Heck, you can even unlock Tony Hawk as a character himself. With this formula and format, the game did very well according to critics at the time. The demo gives you a couple of minutes to rack up some points in the first level.
There's excitement in the air now as the men's 110 metres hurdles final is about to start. Let's have a look at the lineup.
Take your mark.
The athletes step up to their blocks. The last look, the last mental preparation. The athletes settle into their blocks. The race is on!
Take part in the Olympics in the demo for Sydney 2000. The official game of the 2000 Summer Olympics, which was hosted by Sydney, Australia. Featuring 12 events and 32 countries, much of the gameplay involves button mashing as players attempt to qualify for events in order to win a medal. The main mode has you train an athlete and have them qualify for the Olympics themselves. Reviews at release were mixed. While some praised the graphics and Olympic-style action, others disliked the fact that most of the gameplay boiled down to simple button mashing. The demo lets you try the 110 meter hurdles event.
Here's the replay of that action. Lane 7 needs to be quicker out of the blocks.
Yes, there's no doubt they'll be very disappointed with that.
He's only not one hurdle down then in lane 5.
A terrific all-round winning performance from the United States.
We got a lot of previews to go over. The first is for NFL Game Day 2001. Then we have its sister game, NCAA Game Breaker 2001. After that, it's Cool Borders 2001.
It's Todd Richards. I ride for More Snowboards, and I'm down here getting a motion capture done for PlayStation's Cool Borders 2001.
Get excited for the Final Fantasy IX preview. And finally, Parasite Eve 2. Before we wrap up this video with the final look at the upcoming PlayStation 2 games, I would like to say thank you to everyone who watches these videos and supports this channel. If you want more PlayStation Underground, I've got a playlist where I cover each and every one of their issues. I also cover other demo discs, such as UK demo discs. If that's still not enough, we have a Discord you can join, where you can chat with me and other classic PlayStation enthusiasts. You'll find a link to it in the description. You'll also find a link to join the channel as a member. For as little as $1 a month, get your name in these videos, as well as plenty more benefits. As always, I am the Advocate, and I remember the original PS2 model to be a buggy affair.
The legends of fierce warriors come alive. Set in the historical period of upheaval known as the Three Kingdoms, Dynasty Warriors 2 plunges you into the world of a warrior in ancient warring China. Play as one of 9 historically inspired, devastatingly fierce warriors battling on foot and horseback. Join the ranks of heroes of old as you fight your way through hundreds of merciless warriors in your quest for the greatest prize of all, China. In Silent Scope, you're an elite counter-terrorist marksman. A group of terrorists has invaded the United States and kidnapped the president's daughter. Your challenge is to neutralize them without injuring hostages or innocent bystanders. You'll be working from land, sea, and air by day and night. An on-screen targeting system with a magnifiable scope gives you incredible precision, and the game doesn't need any special peripherals. But can you work fast enough? Welcome to 500cc motorcycle racing. MotoGP has an official license to bring you the real riders, teams, and bikes of the FIM Road Racing World Championship Grand Prix. Ride with the best: Kenny Roberts, Mick Doohan, Alex Crevier, and more. Customizable settings let you adjust your motorcycle to match your racing style and technique. Actual tracks and landmarks of the world's most demanding racing circuits surround you. Dust flies from your tires. You can't get closer to the action than this.
I'm reading 2 unidentified craft on an intercept course.
Thanks to PlayStation 2, Star Wars Starfighter unfolds in 14 huge environments, letting you cover more ground than ever. You're the planet Naboo's last defense, as tougher enemy AI lets deadly Trade Federation fighters track you down more easily. Around you, a brand new Star Wars story unfolds. A higher performance engine and stunning new explosion effects get you closer to the real Star Wars dogfighting than ever before. More than 20 realistic and beautifully rendered starships are waiting to take you into a new universe.
Showtime, kid. I'm with you.
In Smuggler's Run, you're carrying contraband in a super-fast off-road vehicle. On your butt is not only the U.S. Border Patrol, but also other smuggling gangs, terrorist organizations, and career criminals. Everyone wants what you're carrying. Go anywhere in the huge Badlands at the edge of America. The physics engine accurately simulates driving on different surfaces like mud and ice. Race across deserts, weave in and out of forests, traverse rivers, run, hide, and make your break for the border. Just don't get caught. All your favorite characters are back in the most popular fighting series ever for the PlayStation game console. Tekken Tag Tournament lets you match them up in 2-on-2 tag team combat and play with up to 4 people using a multi-tap. Check out the new level of fluid movement that's possible on the PlayStation 2. And all kinds of added detail like subtle lighting and crowds in motion behind you. You'll also uncover special hidden characters, secret game modes, powerful tag combinations, and new cinematic sequences. Good luck!
And they're off! The cars are screaming past the starting line.
From the glow of the heated brake pads to the smoke of screeching tires, Ridge Racer 5 is all about richer detail. During nighttime racing, for instance, you can see your lit console crisply reflected on the windshield. For higher performance, the tight controls found in the previous versions have been tightened even more. And now you can watch your entire driving experience through amazing camera angles in the replay mode. All you need is a seatbelt.
We've got the perfect weather conditions for a Grand Prix today.
From the creators of GoldenEye comes one of the fastest first-person shooters ever made for a console. You're unstuck in time, roaming 18 huge levels that cover everything from Egyptian-like tombs to the streets of the future. The Time Splitters are an evil race living outside of time and space. They've manipulated human history for centuries by sowing fear, greed, and conflict, and now you're the target of their interest. Take them on with over 20 weapons of mass destruction, and explore levels that you can build yourself with an easy-to-use level editor. Midnight Club is about the world of illegal street racing. You're in the middle of huge, accurate models of New York and London that let you explore anything and go anywhere. Multiplayer modes let you see who's got the best car, driving skill, and the least respect for law and order. Forget the police, pedestrians, other traffic, and traffic lights. If you lose the race, you lose your car. 17 cars include everything from lowriders and muscle cars to souped-up pickups and more. As you win, climb the rankings in the secret Midnight Club. In Unreal Tournament, it's the year 2453. You're one of the elite warriors chosen by the government to entertain the masses, battling to become the Unreal Grand Master. Play single or multiplayer with 4-player split screen. Try the Capture the Flag, Assault, Domination, and Deathmatch modes. Over 50 levels of battle in unique 3D settings, each one a work of art.
Somebody get our flag back!
Dead or Alive 2 Hardcore comes to the PlayStation 2 and takes full advantage of the new capabilities in lighting, shading, smoothness, and explosions. Interactive arenas let you jump 4 stories down to finish off your opponents. Jack the intensity even higher with 4-player tag battle mode. And don't be too distracted by the famous women fighters in their new costumes, or you'll never know what hit you. ATV Off-Road Fury gives you the chance to charge across more than 21 rugged worlds on totally free roaming ATVs. You don't have to stick to a course like many other off-road games. A realistic engine lets you feel every turn, bump, and crash. Traction changes across dirt, rocks, sand, and ice, and you can even alter weather to give each world more variety. A soundtrack full of top bands will keep your adrenaline pumping. 4 different racing modes include a waypoint editor that lets you customize enduro courses, so it gets as gnarly as you can handle. Bring on the mud!
Harder than you, and I'm gon' prove it. Set up your best defense, I'm running through it. Yo, check out the play-by-play with John Madden. Exhibit with EA Sports, we can't smash it. Listen, it's all in the game. Let me explain, bring it the pain. Even set it off in the rain, set it off in the snow. 4th down, 1 yard to go. Running your own franchise, or watch from the sideline. I'm here for one thing, to smash the other team, breaking you down. Everything you pass is out of bounds or incomplete. We are professional athletes, making you stumble and fumble. You're all in deep trouble. Yeah, in that bell, feeling the power. The only thing you're hitting is the ground in the showers. A playbook full of techniques. I'm playing for keeps. Mouthpiece, put on your pads and tighten your cleats. Yeah, man, 2001. Yeah.
Madden NFL 2001.
Special thanks to channel member Dr. Antonio, first member of the Sentimental Silver rank.